EPAWA meteorologist Bobby Martins here with your outlook for October 29th, 2021. It is Friday and the end of the work week. We have another system coming in today, but it is nothing like we had 10 years ago on this date, which was the Snowtober storm that many of you remember kind of putting us on the map as a business. We really took off after that, and we correctly predicted a snowstorm in the face of ridicule and laughter, and everybody's calling us idiots. How can you? It's not going to snow that much in October. Well, it sure did. And I was living in South Allentown at the time, and it looked like a war zone after that storm was over because we had a tremendous amount of snow with a lot of leaves still on the trees, a lot of tree damage, and a lot of heavy, very heavy wet snow, about 8 inches of snow from that event in South Allentown where I live. But I'll tell you what, at the time, I don't live there anymore, but the very next year we had Hurricane Sandy, okay, and it was almost 1 year to the date. So we had October 29th has been infamous for some big systems. We're going to have another decent sized system, not quite as big as the nor'easter we just had, but there's going to be a decent sized system we're going to be dealing with today and actually later today and this evening, and I'll get into that in a second. Today's video forecast is sponsored by Georgia's Quick Stop Cafe in Marshalls Creek, Pennsylvania. They are on Milford Road, which is also Route 209 in the Stroudsburg area of Monroe County. They are your one-stop shop for food, beer, wine, and fuel, and proud sponsors of the Daily Forecast video for Fridays for a very long time. They sponsored today's Daily Forecast video. So today, again, we have cloudy skies this morning. I don't think the rain's going to be coming in for most areas until the afternoon. Our far southwestern areas may get into that as early as late morning. But you have a very complex system here sitting over the Ohio Valley, and that's going to kind of sit and spin. At the same time, there's a cutoff upper level low that's sitting very close to it, almost vertically stacked. It is a closed 500 millibar low that's sitting over this region as well. So that's kind of driving this system. There's a secondary that's going to try to pop off the coast, but since this upper level low is co-located with the surface low, it's going to maintain its strength for a while. So I don't think the surface low is really going to get going until it's past our area, and we don't have to worry about that turning into a nor'easter and a repeat of what we had on Monday night and Tuesday. So this is going to be our main show. Now, we will have a band coming through here today. Looks like about a 6-hour or so band of rain, which is going to be moderate to heavy at times. And there will be some winds associated with that, but it's not going to be anything ridiculous, not completely ridiculous. So let's get through this. As I move this forward, you see this band moving through the region, okay, as that moderate to heavy rain comes through, mainly later this afternoon and mostly this evening, okay? So that's going to move through the region and push off to the north after midnight. It's going to taper to showers after that point once we get past midnight. And that's going to lift off to the north, and we still have this surface low that's going to have to move through the region. The secondary low is going to take over eventually and become stronger than the primary low. That's going to be New England's problem. You can see that hits just south of Boston here on Saturday evening. At this time, we're still going to have the surface low move through. We have a few residual showers are going to move through during the day here on Saturday. It's not an overwhelming amount of rain on Saturday. I put something on Twitter yesterday that if you're a township manager and you're trying to postpone trick-or-treat night, because I know a lot of people, for whatever reason, I was in the military, so I was all over the country, okay? So this is the only area that, for whatever reason, decides to have trick-or-treat night on a different night other than Halloween. So they usually do it the Friday before, and a lot of municipalities. Some municipalities will do it on the Saturday before Halloween. I was trying to suggest that Saturday would not be that good either. Okay, so a lot of them moved to Sunday, actual Halloween, because of the impending weather forecast here. So that was a good idea, a good move by those borough managers and township managers that did that. So it looks like as we get over the NAM high-res future simulator radar, start us off at noon. You see our far southwestern areas already getting into a few showers. So initially, it's going to be showers when it comes in, okay? And it's going to be breezy even this morning. You're going to have increasing winds this morning. It's going to be breezy throughout the day, and then especially breezy and windy late afternoon and evening as that front moves through the region, okay? As the low-level jet associated with the heavier rain, the greater moisture transport, is going to move through, and it's going to bring us a little bit gustier winds. That's probably going to be peak winds once that moves through. So moving this ahead, you can see some showers moving in initially, and that's going to move off to the north. And then you have this heavier band of rain, heavier concentration of rain that's going to come through during the evening hours from south to north. That's going to lift off to the north, and then you have some residual showers that are going to hang behind this once you get past midnight, and that's going to go into the wee hours of the morning. Some residual showers at that point. So in terms of total rainfall, we've been kind of downplaying the rainfall compared to what the National Weather Service was saying. We respectfully disagreed with their amounts. They have a widespread area across the entire region of 1 to 2 with localized amounts of 2 to 4 inches of rain. That is way overdone, and we continue to maintain that. We doubled down on that today. Here's what the European model has before I get to the totals. Here's what the European model has for winds. You could have some wind gusts that are going to be generally 20 to 30 are going to be the gusts for the most part as far as common gusts, but you're going to have, as this band moves through during the evening, some wind gusts that are going to get as high as 35 to 40 in the 35 to 40 mile per hour range, if I get that right, as this band moves through for the interior locations. Then right along the shore points, you might get some 40 to 45, maybe even as high as 50 isolated, along the immediate shore points. This is going to be right along Cape May, Atlantic City, Brigantine, places like that, okay, Long Beach Island. Those areas will have the opportunity to have some gusts that are going to peak 45 to 50 right along the immediate shore points, and that's it. Okay, elsewhere you're looking at peak gust 35 to 40. Okay, and that's what we're dealing with when this heavier band rolls through. Again, ahead of that, you're going to have some gusts that are 20 to 30 pretty consistently as that builds ahead of that line. But then when the brunt of this line comes through early to mid-evening, it looks like 30 to 35 will be your common gust, and 35 to 40 will be your peak gusts in most of our area, except along the immediate shore point. So that's your wind, all right? And after that moves through, the winds will drop down pretty dramatically, okay, as we get into Saturday. Saturday is not going to be a windy day at all. And here's your total precipitation. This is what we were talking about with the National Weather Service. They were having these incredible amounts, which I mentioned, 1 to 2, localized 2 to 4. That is way overdone. Here's what the majority of our coverage area has, and you can see when we sent out alerts for this entire area, we were sending 3/4 of an inch to 1.25 inches of rain. That's it. All right, that's what we have for rain totals for about 80% of our region. The area that could get a little bit more is our far western and southwestern areas, where you get a little bit of an orographic lift influence because it's a southeasterly wind flow pressing up against the mountains, and that's all the way down here in the lower Susquehanna Valley, where that will occur, where you get between 1 inch and 1.5 inches of rain, and maybe a little bit extending into northern Maryland and Delaware, but the majority of our coverage region here is between 0.75 and 1.25 inches of rain, okay? Not 1 to 2, localized 2 to 4. I don't know where they're getting that, and we respectively disagree with that, so we think we're going to be on the lower side of that. And even the NAM, this is the NAM I was showing you for this evening. This is a quicker band. You get some showers, and then this is a quick band moving through, okay? A few hours worth of moderate to heavy rain, and then that's it. It shuts off, okay? And then you get some residual showers behind that, and that's it. So I don't see it. Again, I'm not trying to say that we're doing something different than the National Weather Service and they're wrong, we're right, that kind of thing. I just don't see it, okay? I don't see it. This is what I think is a realistic estimate. That's what I'm trying to give you here in this video. And we go beyond this to Saturday. Saturday, we're going to have some residual showers, just spotty showers, intermittent showers. It's going to be cloudy all day. Intermittent showers in the morning here, as shown here, is going to lift off to the north, and you have another wave coming through, mainly for eastern areas, far eastern Pennsylvania, and parts, and actually most of New Jersey. We'll get into this some more action here as we get later in the afternoon and through the evening on Saturday. Okay, so if you had trick or treat night on Saturday, they decided to postpone that too and make it Sunday. That's probably a good idea, because when you get over to Sunday's map here, just going over the 12-kilometer NAM, going beyond this, here's Sunday, and we're clearing out. Okay, so it's a good day for trick-or-treating on Halloween itself. So if you're looking for the holiday itself for trick-or-treating, it's good. We don't have any problems with that. Once you get past this system here, we are going to be decreasing clouds on Sunday, again, getting turning out mostly dry here on Sunday to end the weekend, and then mostly sunny here on Monday. We're going to call it partly cloudy here on Tuesday. There's a front that's going to move through overnight. It's not really shown here in the European model. We're going to allow for a shower overnight Tuesday night as the cold front moves through the region. And then we're going to get some really cool temperatures here at the end of the week as we get into Wednesday, Thursday of next week with temperatures in the lower 50s for highs at that time frame. We'll have to watch for another little system, sneaky system trying to come in here after that for Friday, but looks like it's going to be dry prior to that. There were some models indicating some snow involved with this, believe it or not, here for the late week system next week. I don't want to jump the gun on that just yet because it's a little bit marginal with those temperatures. And if there's something that's going to happen, it's probably going to be higher elevations of maybe north central, northeast PA, but we'll see. We'll have a lot of time to look at that. That is next Friday. We will be dealing with that, if at all. I'm EPA WA meteorologist Bobby Marchers. That is your outlook for October 29th, 2021. Have a great Friday.